What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to Cubcamtv. We are live. We are inside the building. This is Requested Live. Very excited to be back inside the building. Again, apologies we didn't get to run this stream yesterday. I did have prior commitments, which have obviously left me somewhat in the bin. I am very hungover today. I'm not in a great state. You can probably tell by my face and my eyes. But yeah, it's good to be back on YouTube. How are we all feeling? I hope everyone is doing well. Loads of requests in from nice and early. Out to Oliapo, Faith, Ckay, Fuego, Deadly Lord, Dominic Andrews as well. Manu B's in the chat also. Loads of people. Quayhar's here as well. Deadly Lord, Sollywood Beats as well. Out to everyone in the chat joining us nice and early. I hope everyone is okay. Yeah, I am very much feeling it today. I am going to apologize in advance for how underwhelming this stream might be. I'm genuinely very, very hungover. I didn't wake up till quite late today. I have got my sort of recovery red stripe here ready to go. But yeah, I had a very, very lively evening in the end. I had loads of I had loads of friends over for dinner yesterday, so I made dinner for like 13 people. If you got my Insta story, you can see the food. It looked banging. We had a bit of a pasta night, made loads of sauces, all sorts of stuff, and it was very enjoyable. However, it has left me somewhat in the mud today. So yeah, I hope I can only apologise for the state I'm currently in, to be honest with you. But we're going to get through some reactions today. Out to everyone joining us. Out to Deadly Lord joining us as well. Dominic Andrews saying, hi, Cub. I hope you are well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Good to see so many of you in the chat, nice and early as well. As always, if you are joining us for the first time, make sure you are hitting that like button. It makes a massive difference to the stream. It means more people can lock in and see my sad, sorry, hungover face on this stream today. We've got loads of requests to get to. So, realistically, we're probably going to go till about 7 today. We started a little bit later than we'd normally start, and I need to tidy my house up, basically. So we're going to get this, we're going to get on the show on the road a little bit earlier than we normally would. We're going to jump right into Oliapo's first suggestion. I can see there's a fair few people in the chat. If you are joining us, send us some signal in the chat on the right-hand side. Throw some fire emojis in there and let us know you are locked in. Of course, if you are new to the stream, let us know where you're locked in from as well. We love to get as many of you involved as we possibly can, so please do get involved. Whew, I'm out of breath already. Not a good sign. But there we go. We're going to jump into the first suggestion of the day, which does come from Oliapo, I believe. He's got one in the chat, which goes by the name React to Teni, Party Next Door. Now, I've already got this one loaded up, and we're going to jump right into it. So the running order for today will be, let me just get this up and in the right order. Cool. So we have got Oliapo up first, your suggestion, and then following that we have Faith with her suggestion. We've got Ckay Fuego's suggestion, Deadly Lord suggestion, Dominic Andrews suggestion, Manny B's selection, and Quayhar's suggestion. And if we get time, we'll get around to Emmy's suggestion as well. How are we all feeling, my friends? Are we all good? Are we all good? Are we all alive? Are we all well? Nice to see you, Kuro. Not sure if this is the first time in the chat. It might be the first time seeing you, but thank you for joining us if this is your first time. It's good to see so many of you joining us nice and early. I can only apologise for the state I'm in. I can't lie to you. Right, we're going to jump right into the action then. Let's get this party on the way. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Right, let's move things around. Let's make things happen. Come on, Cub. You know how to do this. There we go. Right, we are going to jump in. Boom. First up then, Teni, this one, Party Next Door. Again, I haven't heard this one before. Looking forward to listening to it. I hope everyone is doing okay in the chat. Send us some signal if you are locked in. Out to everyone's making suggestions. I think we have already got all of the suggestions we're actually going to get through today already, so I do apologise in advance. We've already got 7 locked in and we're only streaming for an hour, so I'm going to try and get through those as we can. But we're going to start off with this one. It's not brand new, is it? How new is this one? This one came out a couple of years ago. It's not brand new. It's a few years old, to be honest with you. Out to Deadly Lord saying, I'm feeling neutral, was waiting for this live. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope I don't disappoint. Let's jump right into this one. Let's go.
Dr. Dollar Entertainment.
J-Sips.
Sometimes just wanna see but red wine and chill. Hold you tight and feel. Real life.
Have we got no sound? Is that what's happening? Have we got no sound? Have we got no sound? No sound? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it saying no sound. Someone's saying no sound. Oliapo's saying no sound. Can you not hear what's going on music-wise? Because I can. Oh, what's going on? You should be able to hear. I can hear it on the stream. Have we got signal? Let me know. Someone let me know, please. I'm pretty sure we do. You'll hear it. There's no sound. Ooh, that's weird. We've got mixed opinions here. I'm trying to work this out. Half the people saying I can hear it, half the people can't. I don't really know what could be going wrong here. You should all be able to hear. I can hear. And I can see the, This is weird. This has never happened. Ooh, very odd. Right, let's have a little look around. There is sound. You can't. This is really weird. Half the people are saying you can hear and half the people can't. This is not the mess I wanted to be in today. But we are looking. Right, I'll try reloading the tune. Because half the people can and half the people can't. So Oli Apo and Dominic Andrews can't hear.
Introducing the first ever all Google phone
really weird.
with Google Tensor. The first Google chip.
We're getting a majority
smartphone.
saying they can,
Smart
so
enough
I
to
don't know if this is like a...
Dr. Dollar Entertainment.
Can we hear that? Can people hear that? We'll start again. Out to Benny Coder in the chat saying you've joined late. You really have. You've walked into one of the most bizarre scenarios ever. Apparently, half the people in the chat can hear it, and half the people can't. This is really bizarre. Can you hear me? This is really odd. This might be some like copyright thing happening right from the jump. I don't know. Never happened before. Yes, we in? We in? Cool. Right, it's working now. Right, we're going to jump in from now. Jesus. Jesus. I'm out of breath as it is. I'm already in the mud. I don't need stream issues. Right, let's go. Let's get into this one. Let's start things off properly. Teni, Party Next Door. Let's go. We're going to start this one again.
Dr. Dollar Entertainment.
J6.
Right, we're in. Thank you, friends.
Sometimes I just wanna see red wine and chill. Hold you tight and feel. Real life, me just wanna hold you. Can't nobody rock you, love you. Like the way I hold you, want me so lonely.
Okay.
We got nobody.
Interesting. Instrumental-wise, this really reminds me of something Coffee would go over more than anything else. There's something about the bounce in it and the sort of instrumental arrangement that kind of, I don't know, it just makes me feel, it just sort of reminds me of Coffee. I'm not too sure why, but it sounds really good. Really, really nice. Again, Teni doing what she does. Really nice vocal tones to begin with. The overall approach to this one is nice as well. Lots of kind of sonic color going on in the instrumental as well. Lots of nice kind of chords and synth lines running throughout the heart of it. All sounds very, very clean. Very much enjoying this one so far. Let's go.
Baby, me so lonely. I'm on my own. Me so lonely. Baby, you know me no got nobody. Oh, me so lonely. I'm on my own. Oh, one leg up. You just wanna flex up.
It can't be just me that can hear Coffee over this instrumental.
We just wanna have a party next door. Party to the morning. Put your hands up.
This is really bizarre. You know what? This isn't something I'd expect to hear from Teni. I don't know. It just feels quite, I don't know, quite pop influenced more than anything else. I don't know if that's just a sort of progression or I just haven't delved into enough of Teni's back catalogue. But there's something about this. It's just very sort of accessible. You know, it's very kind of central, very pop centric. It's not too outside the box. The instrumentation, the melodies, her melodies more than anything else. I don't know. There's something very sort of pop central about this. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I'm sure we'll get there in the end. Guys, how are we feeling about this one in the chat on the right hand side? Let me know how you're feeling about this one. Let's go.
Next door, we just wanna have a party next door, party to the morning. Put your hands up. We just wanna have a party next door. We just wanna have a party. All of my friends at the party, that's for sure. We get ups for the place for sure. You know, say we must do place for sure. Yeah, for sure. We must do turn up. We must do treat some.
So again, the instrumental structure on this one's quite bizarre. Obviously, you've got those guitar lines, but again, they're very sort of pop centric. I don't know if there's like a sort of feeling around this in the chat the same way I'm feeling it. It just feels very poppy, you know. It just feels a little bit inside the box for Teni. Normally, Teni kind of comes out with stuff that's a little bit more abstract, a little bit more out there. I tend to find as a listener anyway. But there's something very, I don't know, uniquely poppy about this one. It's very, very bizarre. Again, the guitar lines are nice, the bass lines are nice, the sort of bounce is interesting as well. The overall approach to this one's a bit, yeah, I don't know, it's a bit vanilla for me, I'd say. Guys, let me know in the chat how we feeling.
For sure, we must give them
very tame. Guys, how are we feeling about this one? Let me know in the chat. How are we all feeling? I don't know. It's nice, but it just seems a little bit tame for me. Out to KXVU saying, I hear Egyptian interpolation. I don't know what that means, word for word. But alongside this as well, out to Deadly Lord saying, it's a vibe. Fire emojis. Deadly Lord also saying soca influence. I agree with you. Also agreeing, I'm presuming, with the fact that it would very much suit Coffee, this style of instrumental. Guys, get involved in the chat on the right-hand side. Let's get some ratings in there. How are we feeling about this one? Out of 10, I want to see your ratings. Let me know on the right-hand side. Give me a rating out of 10 and why you have given that rating. As always, these live streams are as much about you guys as they are about me. I want all of your opinions on these tunes. Get involved and let me know exactly how you're feeling about this one. Out to Ridwan in the chat as well. Out to Dominic Andrews saying, yeah, tame. Okay, interesting. Let me know.
We just wanna have a party next door. Party to the moon, put your hands up. We just wanna have a party next door. We just wanna have a party next door. Party to the moon, put your hands up. We just wanna have a party next door. We just wanna have a party. Me so lonely.
Well, there we go. We'll finish up that one there, as always, with the live stream reactions. But in general, we do tend to go to about 2 minutes 30 on these reactions more than anything else, purely because we don't want to get the stream taken down from copyright, and 2 minutes 30 seems to work. We get enough of the tune. We get the feeling for the tune. If I'm not interested in the tune by 2 minutes 30, I'm not probably going to be interested in it. I won't lie. Considering Teni's standards, I would probably give this one a 6 out of 10. I don't know if it's just me in the mood that I'm currently in. It just feels a little bit underwhelming, you know? It just feels very predictable. It just feels quite poppy more than anything else, and that doesn't tend to be my vibe. Right, let's go to the chat. Deadly Lord giving this one a 7 out of 10. Alongside this, Dominic Andrews in the chat as well, giving this one a 6 out of 10, saying not excited because I wanted more. You know what? That's where I am on it. Out to Francisca saying 8 out of 10. Oliapo with the 9 out of 10. Ridwan saying feeling dope. Ckay saying 7 out of 10. Feel good music. Alongside this, Dominic Andrews actually saying 7.5 out of 10. Never mind. The chorus is fire. Benny Coda saying, can you please react to Why by Rema? Again, Benny, unfortunately, you've got to get in here nice and early to get your request in. Otherwise, you're probably going to get beaten to the punch. IK Fuego saying this Egyptian hold you interpolation. I don't know what interpolation means. What does interpolation mean? I genuinely have no idea what that word means. I don't know if you... Does it the same mean same thing as interpretation, maybe? I don't know. Deadly Lord saying, you're right, bro. Interesting stuff, guys. Thank you for your opinions on this one. IK giving it a 5 out of 10. Ooh, that's low from IK. But there we go. First one of the stream done. Right, I'm just about holding it together. Next up then, we have Faith Suggestion, Star Plus with Call My Name. Let's give this one a little look. Mad. We are going back in other day. 13 years ago. Wow.
Honey presents the Honey Challenge.
Again, I definitely think I'm not going to give this one justice, but there we go. Anything that involves me thinking, I'm just going to end up in the mud today because I'm really not feeling very well. But there we go. Guys, I hope everybody's enjoying the show. As always, if you are new to the stream, make sure you are hitting that like button. I can see how many people are locked in, and I can see how many likes there are. The likes should always be higher than the amount of people locked in, so if you haven't already, make sure you are hitting the like button. And if you're in the chat, make sure you are telling people to like the video because it makes a massive difference when everyone gets involved. Benny Coda saying, can you please make a video on it later? At some point, I probably will. I won't be able to do anything else today. I'm probably going to go to bed after the stream. I won't lie to you. I'm not in a good way, my friend. I'm not in a good way. But we're going to carry on with the stream and do at least an hour today. This one then, from back in other day, out to Faith on the suggestion. This one 13 years ago, I think they said. Yeah, 2008. 13, 14 years ago. Mad. Oliapo saying, wow, Star Plus from ages ago. Again, this is why I like doing this show, man. I find out about history from this show, which I really enjoy. I'd love to sit in one of these if it was about like UK dubstep or UK grime or something like that. So the sort of sounds I grew up on. I'd love to see someone do something similar. But there we go. Let's get into it. Retro video.
Yeah, brand new from Star Plus Crew. Picture this, one girl, 2 glasses at a table for 2.
proper Channel U kind of throwback for me.
You were sitting in another corner, sitting on the table for two. Ooh, yeah, babe.
This is mad. Like, I know, you know what? Someone got really upset at me in the comments. Basically, I can't remember who it was. It was someone who's commented on a few, and I think they always seem to just get annoyed at any video I upload. They've commented on a few things. But I said about, I can't remember what tune it was, but it was about, it might have been a Showdown Camp tune, and I said it has a real kind of vibe of like early 2000s, and they got so upset at me saying like, obviously that's from where it's from, stop being so high and mighty. And I remember looking at it going like, I say it's because that's what it's from. Very, very bizarre. But again, I'm getting a similar vibe off this one. Sorry, I'm very aware that this came out 13 years ago, but it sounds like it's of the time. Early sort of 2000s, or sort of mid 2000s by the sounds of things. Just in general, that sort of R&B-ish sort of wave that overtook America at the time, people like Ashanti and people in that kind of realm that had this really kind of fusion of hip hop and R&B. Like the beats were hip hop, but the vocals were R&B. And this is a similar sort of vibe I'm getting off this one, with the very sort of not monotone, but very sort of not super melodic style of singing. But yeah.
Wait up on your order, babe. Champagne, 2 glasses for nobody but you. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Then I saw you whisper into the waiter, mister, and I thought you were talking about me, baby. Can I pour your wine?
This is really fun. Shame the video is so quiet, but obviously it's been ripped off a TV show, or not TV show, probably been ripped off a music channel and then uploaded down the line. You can see just by the way the video is shot and the way it's actually been uploaded, this is like old. Like this is a rip of someone playing the video. Out to Dominic Andrew saying better videography than their contemporaries. Very interesting. Also saying Styl Plus and P Square pioneered theme-based music in the early days of Afrobeats. There we go. Interesting stuff. First time reacting to Styl Plus for me, but I can definitely hear that sort of pioneering element in it. Like there's something very... Again, it's just of the time, isn't it? That sort of early 2000s period where near enough everyone wasn't singing as much, but we're trying to kind of approach that, if that makes sense. Like they were all going for that sort of singing sort of sound. Out to Deadly Lord saying they're one of those Twitter goons getting their feelings for nothing. Again, I'm presuming you're talking about the guy that commented on. I don't even know if it's a guy. I don't know. I'm assuming that, but I'm assuming it is. That it was someone just commented saying, no, you know nothing. It's an insult. I was like, of course I know nothing. I'm here to learn. That's the entire point. But yeah, very, very interesting. Banks Reactions is in the building. I'm so happy, Guts. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're better than I am. I'm very much in the mud today. Good to see you. Everyone say hello to Banks in the chat. One of my favourite reactors on YouTube. So yeah, make sure you go and follow Banks if you haven't already. Really nice harmony on the vocal.
Nearly 20 minutes after, babe, I'm beginning to imagine.
There's something really, yeah, the vocal. The video is just reminding me of Channel U. Like if you grew up in the UK, you know what Channel U is. The way the video's shot, again, it really reminds me of that type of thing. Dominic Andrews saying they split, unfortunately, and the group died a natural death. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. I would really like to kind of, this almost reminds me of someone like a T2 here in the UK. Someone you used to listen to at that sort of time period, or like a Tiny Temper, or someone of that sort of early era. Yes, everyone go and follow Banks if you haven't already. Go and follow Banks. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you are well. Out to Banks saying my secondary school jam. I get I get that sort of vibe of it, Mo. It does have that sort of, I don't know. I feel like this is a tune that I'd be listening to on headphones on the way to school. This isn't a back of the bus jam. This feels like a tune you listen to when you're going home on your ones and you have it in your headphones. One of the singers was at my sister's wedding. That's mad. That's mad. Out to Manu B's saying, hello Cubcam, they have better songs. My personal favourite is a track called Imagine That. That one's a classic, everyone sings along. I'll definitely check it out at some point. Hopefully we can do it on a live stream. Again, for those that aren't aware, I purposefully don't go and listen to other songs unless they're suggested on the live stream now, just so I can have a genuine reaction as much as I can and we get to all experience it together. That's the whole point of doing these live streams, sort of having my eyes open more than anything else. But let's go.
The reason you haven't yet moved. Ooh, yeah, babe. Ooh, yeah, babe.
I really like that video.
Maybe I'm gonna make the first move. Ooh, yeah, babe. Ooh, yeah, babe. Ooh, yeah, babe. So I approach the table until I'm able to whisper so no one can hear, baby. Can I pour your wine? Oh, babe, I heard a whisper.
This is really fun, man. Guys, let's get some ratings in the chat on the right-hand side. I don't normally do ratings for old tunes that are more than 5 years old because obviously they're of the time. It's quite difficult to compare them to now. On every single level, sound has changed. Production techniques have changed. Production kind of availability has changed. Everyone knows a lot more about sound than they did sort of 10, 15 years ago across all genres. Everything's a lot cleaner now. But based on what we are hearing on this current tune, let me know what you think out of 10 in the chat on the right-hand side. Out to Faith saying, oh no, I'm late. You are late. We're doing yours, Faith. Saying, I hope you're enjoying the song. I really am. I won't lie to you. Again, I'm in the mud today. I'm not in a great state. I drank far too much red wine yesterday, and I'm definitely paying for it today. But this is a tune that's very warming, I feel. It's a very warm, sort of nostalgic kind of throwback. The way the vocals sit on top of each other, those really kind of classic-sounding, old-school vocals, the way they sort of harmonise just has that sort of backing sort of drop to it as well. Again, I can't really comment on anything technical because the technicalities I can't really, because that's what it was at the time. You know, I can't really rate that out of anything. But there we go. Loads of interesting scores on the boards. Deadly Lord 5 out of 10 saying not my type of music. That's fair enough, sir. That's fair enough. Banks saying 10 out of 10. Oliapo saying a 9 out of 10. Dominic Andrew saying 10 out of 10. Faith saying 9 out of 10. Dominic Andrew is also saying I miss Nigeria. Madness. Right. We'll give this one another 30 seconds and then we will finish up.
My name.
You know what? I reckon that this is sort of like prime time Channel U. How many people in the chat remember Channel U, by the way? How many people in the chat know about Channel U more than anything else? Like, Channel U is like the UK's, for those that aren't aware, it was a channel we had. It changed to Channel AKA down the line. But when it was Channel U, it was basically sort of underground sort of UK grime, UK rap, UK hip-hop sort of videos that just used to kind of play. And there used to be a sort of playlist of like 40, the same way you've got sort of MTV or like the Hits TV or Kerrang or anything like that. All of these big... all of these things, but in the UK, Channel U was like ours. Like, it felt like the thing that we could watch, and it was part of what we were all listening to growing up. I don't know why, but I'm getting serious vibes of this in that, if that makes sense. It's just the way that it's shot, the way that the actual sounds are. I'm getting a proper throwback to that. Banks saying me, Miss Divinity saying yeah. Deadly Lord saying, I remember Channel U. Ckay Fuego saying I do as well. Ckay Fuego with the rating as well, giving this one a 7 out of 10. We have got a very lively chat today. Wow. Alongside this, Miss Divinity saying, not for me. That's fair enough. Mary Simon saying 10 out of 10 based on what was released in Nigeria. They were the best then. Banks saying greatest R&B group to come out of Nigeria after Plantation Boys. Okay, I have some digging to do. Right. We're going to move forward. We're going to move on to the next one of today. Out to... I need to make sure I'm doing this right. Out to Iden Egbe, I think that's how you pronounce it. Let me know if I'm wrong. I apologise for my phonetic reading ability. It's terrible. Saying that these were memorable times. Our music industry was still young and growing. Banks saying Channel U, home of UK urban music, secondary school days, Channel U. Yeah, bro, I spent so much time with it just on. I've never had a TV in my room. Just because there's no sort of signal wherever I've lived. And even with that, I used to have Channel U on, or I used to go to friends' house and Channel U was always on. I don't know why this reminds me of sort of Channel U so much. Faith saying, imagine that. I think Dominic Andrews has changed his request. I have not dropped my CK request. Comment, imagine that, if you want me to change my request and postpone CK time. Guys, it's up to you in the chat. Do you want CK or do you want to see some more of Styl Plus down the line? Before that, though, we've got another tune to get into. It is KXVU's suggestion, Fiokee alongside Oxlade and Simi. This one is going to put me in a good mood. It goes by the name Coney. Let's jump right into it. Let's go. No advertising. What's going on? Get your money, man. Get your money. Right, we're going to jump into this one next then. The sounds of Coney, Fiokee alongside Simi and Oxlade. We did actually feature this tune. We didn't listen to it, but we featured it on the most recent edition of Higher or Lower. If you haven't checked out the most recent edition of that show, myself and Ghoul's Reactions basically did a sort of game show guessing what tracks had more or less less or more streams than the previous one, and we did Oxlade's discography. This was one of the tunes that got included. But this is actually the first time listening to it. I never actually got around to listening to it, so we are going to jump into this one now. Massive shouts out to each and every one of you in the chat right about now. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's go with this one. The sounds of Coney. I really like this artwork stuff. I don't know why, I just really do.
If I had $1 for all the times that you lied to me, I feel by helicopter, I feel torn at the border. Oh, baby, do I deserve what you do to me?
I don't know how Simi does it. I've never heard her have a bad intro. I don't think I've ever, in my entire time doing this channel, listening to Simi, heard her start a tune and not sound very, very good on it. Again, this one produced by Ckay and Fiokee. I don't know if you can see that down below. Beautiful arrangement. Anything I see Ckay on, I know I'm in for a good time. If it's Ckay, Young Willis, or Lift Keys, they're the three, or Kelpie. They're the ones that I look at and go, okay, we're in for a good time here. Young Willis especially. I think Young Willis is so dope at what he does. But Ckay is up there as well. Also Dr. Set. Anything that Dr. Set does, sounding great. Really interested to see what, to kind of hear Fiokee's influence on this one as well. We did have the absolute pleasure of interviewing Fiokee. That interview is up on the channel. Please do go and check it out. A really, really cool guy. I think he woke up just before. He woke up specifically to do the interview as well, and I think he was sleeping in the studio. So it was a very enjoyable conversation with him. Go and check it out after the stream.
I see you really wanna slide me, but I'm around to Abidjan, and then you never gonna find me when I reach my Abidjan, cause I stay up for your conny, oh, your conny, and I retire for your conny, oh, your conny, make you leave me go, cause I stay.
This puts a smile on my face, man. This is really, really nice, man. You can hear that Fiokee kind of drip in the guitar lines in the background. I don't know what this was released as part of. I think it came out as a single. But it's a big link-up. Fiokee, Simi, Oxlade, and Ckay. That's a huge link-up. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what people are saying then. Out to Mary Simon saying, Simi comes correct every time. Mr. Divinity saying, I agree, nice vibe. Deadly Lord saying, yeah, this is a nice vibe. Ckay saying, produced by Ckay and Fiokee. Yeah, really, really cool sounding tune, man. You can hear that sort of, you can hear the Ckay influence, and you can really hear the Fiokee influence in there as well. Alongside this, Deadly Lord saying, Miss Divinity, the instrumentals and the vocals are good. This is really nice, man. This is genuinely very nice. Out to again, I need to make sure I do this right. Ckay. I think it's Ckay or Ckay. Apologies if I'm getting that wrong. Again, I'm in the mud. I can only apologise. Saying whenever Simi is on a track, it's always going to end up being a fantastic tune. It's almost normalised how good she is. Like, she's just got this almost. Do you know what she reminds me of? Like hearing a She reminds me to an extent of hearing like a Bounty Killer verse on a dancehall tune, where you just hear that vocal, you know exactly who it is, and you know exactly what you're going to get, but it hypes you up nonetheless. She has a real kind of one-drop sort of like sound to me. I don't know why, but that's the vibe I always get off her. Out to everyone in the chat. Also, it looks like Dominic Andrews' request has been changed. It's going to be Imagine That by who is it? Who's it? Styl Plus. There we go. Dominic Andrews saying 100 out of 10 for Coney segment. Take my money, Simi. a hundo, man. It's crazy. Hear that Fiokee influence really dripping in now.
Control me, strategize me, no console me, globalize me. Steal my money, vandalize me. She told me to a mucha guajanti. Follow me to the island. I'm the cake.
It's a weird introvert. Is this Oxlade? I don't know, it sounds a little bit different for Oxlade. I don't know if that's just me. It just sounds a little bit not tame, but it doesn't really have the kind of I don't know, the uniqueness that I feel Oxlade normally brings. I don't know if that's just me. It might just be him because this is a much earlier kind of tune. I don't know. For me, it just sounds a little bit not as expansive. I mean, if you compare this to what he's releasing now, obviously there's going to be a big difference. He's expanded a lot. The EP with Tronic is absolutely outstanding. Looking back at it, but yeah, I don't know. The vocal on this one seems a little. I don't know if it's just me. I might be very wrong. I don't know. It just seems a little bit tame for me. More than
for this case, don't be acting, don't deny me.
There we go. That's what I'm after. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I got it. So we do.
I know you really wanna slide me, so I'm around to Abidjan.
Can we just throw some love on Kublon? This one is, production-wise, this one's outstanding. Again, the instrumental structure is really nice. The fact they've been able to bleed those Fiokee guitars into the layout as well, beautifully arranged. And then, obviously, on top of that as well, you've got these really nice kind of percussive elements in there as well. Faith saying it's really old. I know this one is from quite a while back. It's saying 2020 there. I feel this one's older than 2020. Yeah, it must be. I remember doing this on Spotify. It was back in like 2019 or something, I thought. But there we go. Very much enjoyed the sounds of this one. Guys, let's get some ratings into the chat out of 10. Let me know in the chat on the right-hand side. Give me a rating out of 10 and why you are giving me that rating. Of course, this chat is about you more than anything else. This show is about you guys more than anything else. I want to hear all of your opinions. Everyone who's locked in right now, give me a rating on the right-hand side. I really want to hear what all of you think about this.
Gonna find me, cause I'll be somewhere in Africa, cause I die for you. And I am tired of you. That's that Fiokee drip, we're hearing it.
So good at it. When we had the interview with him, he was revealing how many songs he's like had an influence on. And to be honest, there's probably so many that he's not even credited on that we've reacted to on this. Fiokee is the guy, man. He is actually the guy when it comes to just arrangement, what he adds to tunes. Absolutely crazy. Out to Dominic Andrews saying, I need banging headphone. These speakers won't let me reach Simi and Oxlade heaven. No, to be fair, I literally just have these on. These are really cheap, though. These are like, I think, 35 for studio standard headphones. It's really cheap for what you get for them. Go and get these ones. These are lovely. But there we go. Deadly Lord saying 7.8 out of 10. Manu B's 8.5 out of 10. Interesting. Mary Simon with the 8 out of 10. Deadly Lord also saying it's a vibe. Miss Divinity saying 8 out of 10. Very nice to listen to. Alongside his Faith, 8 out of 10. KXVU with the 9 out of 10 as well. Ridwan with the 9 out of 10. Sound is super intriguing and really catchy. Simi and Oxlade murdered the beat. Really nice tune. You know what? The first sort of section of Oxlade's vocal, I wasn't convinced. And then suddenly he broke out into the crazy harmonies and the structure was going everywhere. I like that. That's what I want to hear from Oxlade. I want to hear these crazy expansive patterns, you know. That's what I really want to take in from him. Francesca with the 9 out of 10 as well. Am I pronouncing that right? Is Francisca? Francisca or Francesca? Francisca, I presume. But there we go. Guys, we're going to move on. We've got loads to get through today, and we are moving moderately slowly. So let's get into the next one, which is the sounds of Deadly Lord's suggestion, which is Alkaline Money Man. Let's get into this one. Get into this one right now.
Meet the first ever all Google phone with the best camera.
Dominic Andrews with the 9 out of 10 as well. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. Right. There we go. Right then, Deadly Lord, this one is your suggestion. I always take your first suggestion. Give me some information on the tune if you can. Obviously, with this channel, the sort of sounds we primarily focus on are more sort of Afro beats, Afro pop, Amapiano sort of centric, but we do also cover a lot of dancehall as well. One of the most popular people on the channel is Alkaline, so we are going to get into this one next. I'm assuming that's why Deadly Lord is here, because that's this is your guy. I always see you suggesting Alkaline tunes, which is really cool to see, and he's really good at what he does. I love Alkaline. There's a mix I'm really proud of on this channel, which is the Alkaline celebrating mix. We did like sort of 15 minutes of his strongest releases. Really enjoyable mix. Go and give it a listen after the show. But without further ado, let's jump into this one. Money Man by Alkaline.
Arms House Records.
She don't love me, she not love me, she just love money. She not love me say she don't love me. She not love me say she don't love me.
She just a man for a money man. A money man. Something about a money man. She be suck your body down. You a money man. Nothing don't fucking. She want for a money man. A money man.
This has a very slow intro for Alkaline tunes. Normally he's off the pace and like hitting the main point of the tune within like 4 bars. This one has a lot more build up to it, which I actually quite like. There's a real kind of thickness to the instrumental. The sort of low end is very clean, and the sort of bass line in it as well. It's just very thick across the low end. Out to everyone in the chat. Roy N with a message retracted. What did Roy N say? Deadly Lord saying this one is fire. Alkaline the GOAT. This tune is dancehall. Dominic Andrews also saying this is Alkaline. This is an Alkaline alongside Ckay channel. You know what? I reckon if they collaborated, it'd be really interesting. I would genuinely pay a lot of money to hear that. Music Worker in the chat as well. Good to see you. I think this is the first time seeing you on the live stream as well. Val giving this one an 8 out of 10 so far already. Mad. Deadly Lord with the fire emojis as well. I'm enjoying this one.
Man with tacky belly, take with me million. Left me with round 50 grand.
Nether life, man couldn't live another life. Me money no fuck that when me like couldn't live another life. Every girl I said that bread I got hype. Tap on me clothes so you see the price. Couldn't live another life. Full of clothes, full of beats, girl can't say me live a cappella life. Daily boy step aside. Say when you want me buy you when you like. Money fee waste, tell me belt say fi take a hike. Yeah me hype, me chain make draws never dry. 14 karat good for me yeah me hype.
Yeah, this is a madness, bro. This is the Alkaline I like to hear. Just this very kind of, he sounds very calm and collected, but the instrumental is doing an absolute madness underneath him. Arms House Records, I believe, on the production side of things at least. Very powerful instrumental, this one, man. And Alkaline just doing what he does best, just sounding smooth, sounding cool over the top of the instrumental, literally like tap dancing across the top of the instrumental, working really nice on this one. Alkaline's the guy. What more can I say? Vocally, I love how unique his vocal texture is. And he definitely stands out. By the way, on a side note, Deadly Lord saying, "Oh no, not Cubcam leaning back." You know what that means. Yes, if I do this madness, if I end up back here, yeah, it's a banger. It's that simple. It's that simple. But yeah, very much enjoying this one, man. Wicked tune. That's what I was gonna say. Has anyone seen the Jamaican charts at the moment? It's mental. It's all Shenseea. Apart from 2 tunes, the top 10 are all Shenseea tunes off the album, which is crazy. Mental. But good fun.
Fi real me like smoke, but fi fly every week is a better eye.
She doesn't want for a money man. A money man. Something about a money man. She be suck your body down. You a money man. Nothing don't fucking. She want for a money man.
The background harmonies on this are really nice.
Man with tacky belly, take with me million.
Nice little
Millions.
the background.
Round 50 grand.
That I know, top notch bitch. That I know. Just me, you, and the money. What
I don't know how he does it. He just has this kind of unique way of, I don't know what I want to say, projecting the way that his vocal works. It just always comes across as powerful, always comes across as unique. Really loving the sounds of this one. Again, those sort of almost choir-like harmonics going on in the background. Just those sort of ooh, running through the background. Works really, really nicely. Big fan of the way this one sounds, I've got to say. Massive suggestion, Deadly Lord. Guys, let's get some ratings in the chat. How are we feeling about it?
That a true. Look on me bank account, what a view. Ice round me neck so cool, what a flow. Them fi know send you a bled space. Your friend them rich no fuck and them no do shit.
A little melody.
Want me get a man we in a neglect. Let me tell you this. She just want fuck a money man. A money man. Something about a money man. She be suck your body down. You a money man. Nothing don't fucking man. She want fuck a money man. A money man.
This is mad, bro. Yeah, Dominic Andrews saying the nasal lyricism is fire. I don't know how he does it. He just has this really kind of, it's almost high pitch, but it's not, 'cause it's still got the bass underneath it. It's just such a unique vocal texture and tone. He absolutely slaps this one. We're getting a lot of ratings in on this one as well. I'll run through all of them after we've done the next listen through. But again, Alkaline's the guy, man. He is the guy. There's no getting away from it. He's so consistent with what he does. Really love his approach. Really, really good. Out to Dominic Andrews saying not on Danceable, but this one's going on my playlist, and he's retracted it. I saw you say it. It's the best I heard so far. What, this one? Okay, interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. There's a tune that's been requested on the channel for a long period of time, which is that Majid tune, which is coming up shortly. We've got a tune from Dominic Andrews, a tune from Manny B's, a tune from Ckay, and then a tune from Emmy Styles. I'm going to try and get into all of those before we do finish up. I do have to apologise, guys, for the pain I'm currently in. I'm apologising already if I'm sounding bad, if I'm sounding a bit loose, if I'm sounding a bit all over the place. I'm very, very hungover, but we promised we'd do the stream, so we are still doing it regardless. But let's get into the final section on this one, guys. Get those ratings in if you haven't already.
Man with cocky wella, take with me million. Take it away, million. Left me with round 50 grand.
Netherlands, man couldn't live another life. Me money no fuck that when me like. Couldn't live another life. Every girl a say that bread I eye. Tap on me clothes so you see the price. Couldn't live another life. Full of clothes, full of beats, girl can't say me live a cappella life. Tell the boy take a side. Say when you want me, buy you when you like. Money fee waste, tell me belt, say fi take a hike. Yeah me hype, me chain make draws never dry. 14 karat good for me.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Madness of a tune. Alkaline with Money Man, Arms House Records. Guys, let's get into some ratings. There we go. We've got loads on the right hand side. Deadly Lord, the 100 out of 10, of course. Miss Divinity, 10 out of 10. Faith, 9.5. Ckay Fuego with the 6 out of 10. Interesting. Out to Faith with the 9.9. Oliapo with the 9 out of 10. This is a big one. Big suggestion from Deadly Lord. You're here every week now. It's good to see you in the chat each and every time. Out to Music Worker, 10 out of 10. Alkaline, full of vibes. Roy N with the 8.5 out of 10 as well. Dominic Andrews saying, okay, not an Alkaline listener. This is going in my playlist though. Saying okay, not an Alkaline listener. Okay, cool. Out to Starlex Music in the chat. Is that ZM? Is that Zambia? I'm pretty sure that's Zambia. ZM. Saying react to Danger by Starboy Terry. That is on my list to do on Monday. You will be getting a reaction. I've got a list of 4 or 5 more that I need to do from this weekend's releases. They'll all be coming out Monday. I'm not at my house tomorrow, unfortunately, because I have a gig to play in London. So I've got to go up the road and DJ all day, which should be fun. I'm DJing a boxing event tomorrow, which is going to be very weird. First time I've played a boxing event. Out to Ckay in the chat. How are you doing, Ckay? It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Our elaborate moderator. Great to see you. I hope you're all well. Good to see you. Ckay Fuego saying, I like the flow, but nothing else grabs my attention. That's fair enough. I can see that. Dominic Andrews saying, my bad, 100 out of 10, saying, keep it on Cubcam. Well, we've got to move on, unfortunately. And we're actually getting into your suggestion now, which is, as far as I'm aware, what is your suggestion? It's the thingy tune, isn't it? It's the thingy tune. Imagine that by Style Plus. Here we go then, people. Let's go. Let's get into it. 14 years ago. Let's get into some old school flavour. Very excited for this one. Right. We're in for a ride. We're in for a ride, people. This one, Dominic Andrews' suggestion, Imagine That from Styl Plus. Again, we are dipping into the history books today. I only hope to do this one justice. Again, I can only apologise for the state I'm in. Not feeling great, but we're going to roll through. We're going to push forward and get into this one. Let's go.
Everybody move your body now. Forget about the blue day. Everybody move your body now. Tomorrow is a good day.
I can hear those acidic pulses.
Everybody move your body now. Forget about the blue
Man.
Everybody move your body now.
Man.
Tomorrow is a
Oh man, this is so of the time. It's fantastic. Like, this just takes me back to being young. Like, I obviously this isn't what I was listening to at the time, but the way everything sounds, the way everything's processed, the production value, like everything in the way the track's been built just reminds me of being young, like being really young as well, not just like young, but being like a child, basically. What's the name of this really reminds me, I don't know the name of the tune, but now that we found love, what are we gonna do again? That's what it really reminds me of. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that, but the arrangement, the bounce on it, it just sounds very similar.
Imagine that, àfìgbà tó ṣe dandan pé kò ṣe mọ́. Imagine that, pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìfẹ́ tí mo ti fi fún. Imagine that, kí ló fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi tó bá lọ. Imagine that, tó bá lọ. Imagine that, imagine that, imagine that, àfìgbà tó ṣe dandan pé kò ṣe mọ́. Imagine that, pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìfẹ́ tí mo ti fi fún. Imagine that, kí ló fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi.
I can very much understand why this was as popular as it was. I can instantaneously understand exactly why. There is so much, again, energy, I presume, of the time about this, just the kind of uplifting nature of the vocals, the way the drums are built. This is an era where electronic production had just become the norm. I feel, and you're now getting these very kind of in-your-face, pulsy kind of acidic rolls, just sort of those sort of sounds. You can hear that throughout the way the tune's been put together, and it just has this really kind of, I don't want to say intoxicating, but it pulls you in, even down the line. Despite the fact this was so long ago, it still has that like ability to kind of like pull you in. Out to everyone in the chat, loads of people loving the sounds of this one. Out to Ckay, having fun, as always. Mary Simon with the dancing emojis. Dara saying, yeah, imagine that gets me in my feels every time. Faith saying, let's go. Manny B's banger. Happy song. Faith with the party emojis and the champagne corks bussing. Alongside this, Royen with the fire emoji saying memories. Deadly Lord saying Alkaline Blackheart next. We will not you get one suggestion each, basically. So the first thing you suggest is the one I'll go for. We've got a big list to get through. But yeah, I can only do one per person, otherwise we just would run out of time. Dara giving this one some dance emojis as well. Vink Zone saying React to Small God featuring Harmonise Marry You. Again, we've already got all the listings in for today. All I can suggest, Vink, is getting into the chat nice and early. That's the best way to get your suggestion in before the show starts. Most of the time, the actual tracks we're going to get done are already confirmed before the show starts. Just get in as soon as you see the stream scheduled. You can get into the chat from then. Music Worker saying Third World. Mary Simon saying nostalgic. Dominic Andrews saying it was ahead of its contemporaries. Deadly Lord saying not my type of music. That's fair enough. KXVU saying I remember singing this at my cousin's home in Lewisham. Amazing. Dominic Andrews saying I was college freshman in college when it came out. Campus banger. Latex saying please react to Good Time by Kids Daniel. Promise you'll love it. I probably will, but unfortunately we probably won't get time to get into that one today. Dominic Andrews saying nostalgic feels. Latex, different name, I'll give you that. But yeah, literally just get your request in nice and early. I don't think we're going to get time for that one today. Out to Deadly Lord saying I presume that's in response to something that Miss Divinity has said. I can imagine why this was a vibe at the time. Yeah, that's definitely it. Out to Dominic Andrews saying this was when Afrobeats was heavily pioneered at university campuses across Nigeria, artists touring campuses in those days. That's really interesting to know. That's really interesting.
Imagine that, imagine that, imagine that. Every time I try to settle down and have a wife, every time I fail to make them smile, and every time I try not to make them cry, they turn and say goodbye. The very first girl really had the worst words for me.
This video is really weird. This sort of long shot of loads of versions of him. I don't know why. I find it really eerie. But it can't just be me. You're hearing the Usher influence on this, surely. It can't just be me that's hearing that really sort of similarity in tonality, the melodies they're bringing, the overall approach to the verse. It just has a lot of kind of throwback energy to, again, I want to say Usher. That's the person I'm going towards. Usher and Neo. Those two are literally what this sounds like to me at this point.
That's why she was gonna break up with me. Everybody, can you imagine that? Àfìgbà tó ṣe dandan pé kò ṣe wọ́n imagine that. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìfẹ́ tí mo ti fi fún imagine that. Kí ló fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi tó bá lọ imagine that. Tó bá lọ imagine that, imagine that, imagine that. Àfìgbà tó ṣe dandan pé kò ṣe wọ́n imagine that.
Even those vocal overlays. This is amazing, man. This is so much fun. Again, I can imagine why I can imagine that being a reason why this one was so popular at the time. I can hear it. You can hear it in the energy, in the tune, the video. Ckay saying Usher, Neo, and Craig David. Yes, you are right. You can hear that. Not necessarily influence, because I don't know. But you can definitely sort of hear a similarity, at least, in the vocal style. The way, the sort of notes they're hitting, the overlays as well, the harmonics, they really have that sort of early R&B sort of sound to it, definitely. Oliapo Emmanuel saying, my secondary school jam that year was a blast. Faith with the dancing emojis as well. Guys, it's that time. Let's get some ratings in on the right-hand side of the page. I want to hear everyone's opinion on this. Each and every one of you that is currently locked in, get into the chat and let me know your rating out of 10 on this one. Get involved, guys. Come on, come through and let me know.
Tell me why my sun must always darken into rain. Tell me why my heart must feel such pain, and why it's so hard for me to explain the way my soul feels drained. The very last girl said she knew I'd be ashamed of her. She said that I should please forgive her.
There we go. 2 minutes 30 of this one now done, and that's all we can. That's all we can do, unfortunately. I just want to make sure the stream stays up more than anything else. Out to everyone in the chat. Banks saying, well, if you're in the chat, you can see what that says. He's also said, can't say too much in the chat, so I won't say anything else. I got you, Banks. I got you. Out to Tekka saying 10 out of 10. Classic. Mary Simon, 10 out of 10. Manu B is 9 out of 10. One of my favourites from then. Faith saying 10 out of 10 as well. Mary Simon saying classic. Kome saying, I know there was other groups, but I only know Styl Plus. I have no idea how the others look. We'll have to research that era. I'm going to have to do that as well, to be honest with you. Oliapo saying, my sister cried when they separated. Interesting stuff, man. It's really, really cool, though. It's cool to dive into the nostalgia every now and then, I've got to say. Music Worker saying 9 out of 10 at tune have a buzz. That's what it is, though, isn't it? There does definitely feel... I feel, yeah, with certain tunes... There's certain tunes that do have that sort of thing that naturally translates regardless of the era, regardless of the production value. There's this sort of, I think buzz is the best way. If a tune has this sort of energy, this sort of, I don't know, this electricity to it, it translates. I think that's very much what this one has. Oliapo, 10 out of 10. Dominic Andrews, 10 out of 10. Could imagine myself in a jacuzzi with a scented candle, meditating. Fabulous stuff. Joey saying, hi guys, happy weekend. Good to see you, Joey. How are you? Thank you for joining us on the stream. I hope you are well. Francisca giving this one a 10 out of 10 as well. Crazy. Big ratings on this one, guys. Fantastic stuff. Right, we're going to move forward. We've got 3 more to get into, and we're going to get into a track that has been very heavily suggested on the channel. I haven't got around to doing this one yet, but you can probably see we are going to get into this one now. Majid with Yawa No Day End. A lot of people have been suggesting that we get into this one. I simply haven't had time to do it yet. You've probably seen on the channel, we've been uploading so much content already. is genuinely quite difficult to keep up to date with everything that's going on and also post older content as well. So we are going to jump into this one now. This is the perfect place to react to something like this. Again, who was the suggestion for this one? Manu Bees, can you give me some information on the tune? Again, first time reacting to Majid. I'm very interesting. I'm very interesting. Apparently I am. You guys seem to enjoy listening to me. I don't know why, but I am very interested in this one because a lot of people are suggesting it, so I want to know a little bit about it. Can you let me know, Manny Bees, can you let me know exactly what's going on with this one, please?
Waiting go kill a man, I believe no.
Production cold. Directed by Kems. Okay.
I get thank you for Azza. And my body one borrow the rubber. I shall the one do data. My mama call me later. She need funds, but this guy matter.
Gotta say, first of all, the production on this one is absolutely outstanding. The poppiness of those percussive hits giving this one such a cool energy, I've got to say. Beautifully arranged with the percussion sort of side of things. Really nice kind of bouncy instrumental. Again, the sort of guitar plucks working their way through that as well. And then Majid's vocals really nice. Again, first time reacting to Majid. Banks say my guy Majid. Again, I'm probably slow on this one. Again, it's been suggested numerous times. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I'm happy we're doing it here on the show.
Comforter. And if I say no rubber, I'm gonna go shoot my leg at the bottom. I go jump like my brother. Yeah, I know the end. Yeah, I know the end. Oh, I go live my life. Oh, I go jump my life. Cause yeah, I know the end. Yeah, I know the end. Yeah, Sapa no get the friend though. Yeah. Oh, no get the enemy.
This is really cool, man. Guys, how are we feeling about this one? Let me know in the chat on the right-hand side. Let me know how you're feeling about it. Again, I'm assuming there's going to be people listening for the first time on this one. It's my first time listening to Majid. I'm really enjoying it as a journey. I can't lie to you. The instrumental's great. The whole approach to the tune just has this really nice, natural kind of bounce. Yeah, really, really nice. Guys, let me know how you're feeling about this one. I really like the instrumental production as well. Majid's vocal's cool. It's solid. But the instrumental is carrying this one a little bit for me, just from how big, wide, bouncy, all of those cool words this one is. Really nice.
Up your life, my friend, oh, last. Oh, I pull with my last card, I go buy shy one dine. Dine and wine, any motherfucker no can kill my vibe. Make anybody no can spoil my shine. I go jump like my brother, yeah, I know the end. Yeah, I know the end. Oh, I go live my life.
I really like the video. Yeah, really like the video on this one. There's something very pleasing about the vocal as well. Really nice kind of layering going on. I think actually texture-wise it's weird. He sort of reminds me of Buju, but without that sort of... everyone knows that unique thing that Buju has about his voice. If you took that away, this is what it sounds like. I mean, that's not saying this doesn't sound unique, but it's like that with a different tonality. The actual timbre, texture, and layering of his voice sort of has a similar kind of work to it. KXVU saying, Yawa no day end translates to problems never finish. I know very much about that one. I would definitely agree that's a genuine thing. Apparently produced by Sugar Beats. Okay, very nice. Dominic Andrews saying, I've noticed that Afrobeats producers are now creating melodies that leave breathing space for vocals. I'm truly happy the industry has evolved. I've noticed this as well. The best at it, Young Willis. Young Willis is the best at making sure there is space for vocals. I'm assuming we've all heard Ice Cream at this point. Oh my word. If you haven't heard Ice Cream yet, go and listen to it. It's outrageously good. Fowls and Buju on that one. Everyone else in the chat, Manny B saying he is an up-and-coming artist signed to Empire Music, and his EP is dropping on the 25th of March 2022. His soulful voice and deep lyrics drew me in. Interesting stuff. Dominic Andrews said, I don't know him. He's going into my playlist. Music Worker saying, love the rhythm section. Vocals pleasing on the ears. Nice vibes. Kome saying his name is Majid. M-A-J, 3 E's and a D. Joey, nice observation. Dominic, I would agree with you. It's a very good video. That's what I wanted. Like, the whole thing of this tune is very nice. It's very solid. The arrangement's great. There's something very pleasing about the way the tune came together. But it sounded ever so slightly cookie cutter. Ever so slightly. Like, it felt like a formula had already been done and it was being carried by the uniqueness of the percussion. But now we get the breakdown. This really nice sort of instrumental sort of section, just giving the whole thing life. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Really, really nice. Guys, get your ratings in on the right-hand side for this one. We're going to be finishing this one up in around 30 seconds or so. Let me know what you rate this one out of 10. I want to see each and every one of you in the chat getting involved. Please do. Please get involved and let me know your thoughts on this one.
Don't touch me. Don't do that. Babe. Go and meet your friends. Go and meet your mom. Go and meet the people you are giving money to. Please, don't touch me.
For real?
Yes, for real. What do you mean for real? Don't touch me, please, I beg. Dream Empire.
Well, there we go. We'll finish that one off there. Very cool tune. I think this guy is onto something, definitely. Sounds really condescending when I say that. But yeah, I definitely think he's someone to keep an eye out on for definite. Nice suggestion, Manu Bees. Joey saying 2 videos came a few hours. It came out a few hours after you reacted to the audio. Ice cream was one of them. No, I did the ice cream video. I reacted to the video, definitely. Because that was the first one I did yesterday. And one of the only ones I did. I didn't do enough videos yesterday, I can't lie to you. I was cooking dinner for 13 people. Which is more difficult than it sounds when you're doing, like, numerous courses and stuff. Cooking dinner for 13 people is a lot of work. I was prepping for, like, 5 hours. Right, let's get into the ratings. Manu Bees, 9 out of 10. He is a star. Deadly Lord, 6 out of 10. Dominic Andrews, 8 out of 10. Faith, 7.5 out of 10. Joey, 8 out of 10. Moshud saying Burner Boy, Devil in California. We've only got time for 2 more, unfortunately, and they are already confirmed. The best thing I can suggest is that you can get your comments in very, very early. Joey saying feat some emotional blackmail. 8 out of 10. Dominic Andrews saying, yes, he did. Ice cream. Mashud saying, again, please react to Burners, Devil in California. I'm not going to have time today, unfortunately. But all I can say is get into the chat nice and early. That's the best way to get your track suggestion reacted to. Francisca giving this one a 10 out of 10. Nice vibes. Very nice. Right, we've got 2 more to get into, people. And I'm going to try and make it through. I am very surprised I've lasted this long. I can't lie to you. I'm feeling horrendous right now. But we're going to get into this one. Colorado, featuring Diverse from Zugo.
What if there was a phone?
Not a Diverse did a tune with Budgie recently, I think. Oh dear, oh dear. Deary me. This is why I don't drink red wine. Because it puts you in an absolute hole the next day. Right. If these adverts want to move away, we'll get into this one next. Out to Mashud saying, no qualms, bro, I love your live, man. Thank you for joining us, Mashud. I hope you're good. Thank you for taking the time out to join the chat. Everyone say hello to Mashud. I think this is the first or second time seeing it. Joey saying the Mashud video has some emotional blackmail at the end. Oh, yes, I know. I see what you mean. I know what you mean. Yes. Faith saying, sorry, Cub. What does that mean? What are you sorry for? What are you sorry? Faith, what are you sorry for? We're going to get into this one. So, this one by Zugo, I believe. Yep, Zugo, Colorado, featuring Diverse. Considering there's only 4.91, it's 4.91 subscribers. Yet this one's on 500,000. Came out last year. Clearly must be a huge tune for that to happen. Joey saying, yes, Diverse was on a track with Buju. Buju is everywhere. He is, bro. It's crazy. Ice Cream this week, Finesse 2 weeks ago. Crazy. The guys, it's him or Rema so far this year, realistically, for the most bangers. Alkaline's track is the only one that made you go way back. It was, but there's still a couple to get into. There's still a couple of tunes to get into, Deadly Lord. You never know. You never know. You do never know. Let's get into this one then. Let's go. Oh, Faith, I'm just hungover. I'm not feeling great purely because of my own acts. Like I'm not like ill. I'm literally just like just hungover and very much in the mud. But thank you though, I appreciate you.
my shawty, this thing that you're doing to my body is not funny. You go down big man to picking yo. Oh my shawty, this love that you're showing, they confusing my head like I don't smoke. I did something yo. If I ain't get all your party yo.
This is nice, man. First time listening to Zugo. Just need to double check I'm getting the name right. Yeah, first time listening to Zugo. This is nice. I really like the kind of flute melody in this one. Again, it sounds like it's being thrown back to that early R&B period. The actual melody of what is it? It's do 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 do. Is it T-Pain in Love with a Stripper? Is that melody from the intro? I think it is. I think that's that sort of sound. It just really reminds me of that. Out to Mashud saying you're live. Any scheduled timing? Normally we are live every Friday from 5 till 6:30. Normally that's when we're live. It's going to be disrupted again next week because I've got tickets to one of my favourite comedians and he happens to be on at 7, so I need to be at the building by 7 basically. So that'll probably be a little bit earlier next Friday. It'll probably be at 4 p.m. on Friday. But after that we will resume normal programming of 5 p.m. every Friday. Deadly Lord saying it's a vibe, but I've heard a lot of songs like this. So let's see how it goes. She is outrageously attractive as well.
Your body high me like Colorado. Your body do me like Inieto. Killing me slow. There is something about your body where they high me like I don't smoke Colorado.
Now this is growing on me. Growing.
Cause the way that you control me like a console.
I really like that vocal melody. That I don't know why. There's something really catchy about the way that vocal lands. Really smooth. Instrumental's nice. Again, I really like that sort of electronic flute sound. It's really, really nice. There's a real kind of circular feeling about the instrumental. It just kind of rolls and rolls and rolls. It doesn't feel like a chore to listen to. It's very natural in the way it sort of just comes across. Very much liking the sound of this one. Guys, how are we feeling in the chat? Let me know on the right-hand side of the page. Joey saying, would love to see you. I would love to see how you turn up at a real party someday. See glimpses when you move in your reaction videos. You know what? I reckon I can boogie, you know. I reckon I've got a few moves up my sleeves. I'm quite a big guy, though, so if I was to properly throw down, I'd probably end up landing on people, which isn't really fair on them. But I go out partying every weekend, man. I probably go out way too much for how old I am. I'm 28. I should probably start reining it in at this point. But I was out last night, hence the reason I'm in the state I was. I was at a random breaks night at a club in Brighton last night. Very, very fun. I got to give it. Listen to. Okay, little story just before we carry on with this one. Dominic Candy saying 100 milligrams of paracetamol and stay well hydrated. Doctor's orders. Thanks for today. Please get some rest, mate. I'm going to probably go to bed directly after this because I have to be up at 8 o'clock tomorrow for a show in London, which is. I'm sort of dreading it, but when I wake up, I'll be fine. Purely because I don't want to feel like this tomorrow. But I go out quite regularly. I genuinely went to a club last night. We got there at like 3 a.m. Put it that way. We left my house at 2 a.m. Made dinner for everyone. It was very nice. Ultimation saying I'm 28 too. March 23rd. November the 20th. That's my birthday. If anyone wants to, I don't know. If anyone wants to, I don't know, leave a nice comment. I don't know. But yeah, no, again, story. I walked in to this rave, paid my entry fee, £15 to get into a dance. Crazy. For a genre I have no interest in whatsoever, but we wanted somewhere to go, so we ended up going there. Walked in at 3 a.m. As I've walked in, the guy on the door has literally turned around and gone, wait! I've turned around and gone, what, everything all right? And he's gone, yeah. Can you give these out? And he gives me a box of air horns. So I was literally walking around the dance handing out air horns at someone else's event. I don't know why this happens to me. It's just a standard thing. Anyway, that was the fun story of yesterday.
I'm your game boy, I'm your god of war. I want to be your man. Oh, find out I have to party, your body high me like Colorado. Your body high me like Colorado. Yeah, find out I have to party. Your body high me like Colorado. Your body do me like Inieto. Killing me slow.
You know what? Just before we jump into this, I haven't ever heard a diverse tune that isn't a feature. Is that just me? Can someone send me a diverse tune that isn't that isn't a feature. That's actually just him on a solo one. That might just be me. Again, really like the instrumental on this. Got so much rollingness to it, and that flute line is really, really cool. I should give in this one an 8.5, saying this tune is a melodic 8.5. Dominic Andrews saying not feeling this much, 5 out of 10. Interesting. Got a lot of songs like this, 6 out of 10. That's from Deadly Lord. Yeah, I keep looking at Joey's comment going, you know what, I reckon I'm alright, you know. I reckon I've got moves. I
was steady on my grind like a grinder till I met this girl named Brenda.
I don't know why, but lyrics like that catch me off guard all the time. I'm steady on my grind like a grinder. Like... I don't know if that's just me in the state I'm in, but that's really funny to me. I don't know why. It just feels like such a stupid, not even stupid, it just feels like such a pointless lyric. I'm steady on my grind like a grinder. Crazy. Music Worker saying 7 out of 10. Seeing a woman winding up to it, I may give it a nice party tune. May give it 8. Nice party tune, sorry. Very nice. Deadly Lord saying C. I don't know why. That catches me so much, though. I don't know why. Like, I'm something like the thing. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh.
On my shot, she be true back to sender. Kelly don't make a bad man to surrender. Oh, Brenda, make me feel a type of way. Oh, Brenda, lovely from a mile away. Got me feeling cool like a Jamie Holloway. Kelly, I feel bad.
It's not my favourite vocal, I can't lie.
Fine girl, lawyer, Ibadi Joe. Kelly, bomb biggie like Kini Edo. Cats walk the eye like a Nedarego. Follow me, go. Fine girl, lawyer, Ibadi Joe. Kelly, bomb biggie like Kini Edo. Cats walk the eye like a
That's a machine in the chat. Oh, bro, that line just brought it down to a 6. I don't know. This isn't the best verse, like, to be honest with you. The tune's nice, though. I like the arrangement. I like that sort of flute line. I don't know. The tune for me, it's not really cutting it for me. I'd probably give this like a 4 or a 5. It doesn't sound like it's been well thought out. It feels like it's just a verse that's been kind of thrown on that was written for something else. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know if that's the same for everyone else. Dominic, out to Music Worker. Deadly Lord saying that's a bootleg. Rick Ross. Roy N. So lyrics. I give the song a 5.5 again. I don't want to just slate it for no reason. The tunes I've heard Diverse on have always been solid. So I feel this is just a little bit below it. It's the first time reacting to Zuchu. Whose suggestion was this, by the way? It was someone's. This was Clayhar's suggestion. Again, I'm not trying to rip into anyone's suggestions. There are things that are definitely likable about the tune. I don't know. I just feel like this verse is probably letting it down a little bit, to be honest with you. It's a bit, yeah, I don't know. It's just a little bit, yeah, you know, it's not really hitting. Joey saying, I'm wondering what this guy did to get on this track. I was going to rate it to a 7.10, but the rap keeps it at 5 out of 10. Mary Simon saying, who is this? This is Zuchu alongside Diverse, but this verse is Diverse. I believe this is Diverse. I've never actually seen him, so I don't know, but I'm presuming this is Diverse. Faith saying 8 out of 10 for me. Love the melody. Makes me want to wind and grind in a club. I was doing that yesterday. Francisca saying, not really feeling this one. 5 out of 10. Deadly Lord saying, I agree. Cubcamtv. There we go. If you haven't got your rating in yet, get them in. Aini Edu is a legendary Nigerian actress. For context, they're referencing OFC. Okay, Deadly Lord saying it's referencing her. Okay, that makes more sense. And Mary Simon saying okay. Interesting.
Follow me, go.
There is something about your body when they hide me like I don't smoke Colorado.
Oh yeah, Joey. You did suggest that. Sorry, I saw it and then completely forgot to comment on it. But there we go. Diverse Cocaine. It's only him on that. You asked. Voila. Thank you. I did see that and I completely forgot to respond. Thank you.
Smoke Colorado, yeah. Cause the way that you control me like a console. I'm your Game Boy. I'm your God of War. I want to be your man. Oh, fine girl, you
see, this is nice. I just don't think the tune needs the verse. Also, this girl is outrageously attractive. But there we go. We'll finish this one off there and get to the last ratings in. If you haven't got your rating in yet, let me know. And we'll dive into those before jumping into as we go. Dara saying, I hear a little Aira Star in a portion of it. I can sort of imagine that. I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm with that. Deadly Lord saying the verse, that verse ruined the song, not going to lie. You know what? I think it doesn't ruin it. I just feel it'd be a lot better off without it and just another verse from Zuchu. I'm presuming it's Zuchu on the singing. I've only heard Diverse once or twice, that's the thing, and I can't individually pinpoint his voice. I'm assuming Diverse is the feature because that's where you'd put the feature. I think. I don't know. Again, I've only listened to Diverse once or twice. Dara saying a portion of it sounded like her to me. Yeah, I can definitely hear that. I can definitely hear that sort of sound in there. But there we go. Guys, we're going to move on to the final track of the day. Emmy Styles with a suggestion from Fireboy DML with an older tune. Okay, so the other guy is Zuchu. Okay, let's have a little look. Zugo, sorry. Not Zuchu, Zugo. Okay, yeah, cool. You can see that there. That's him. Cool. So Zugo is the guest verse. Well, it's not the guest verse. I was thinking Diverse. Everything I've heard Diverse on is good. I didn't. It's weird. Diverse is verse 8 out of 10. The other dude -15. He owes us a better verse in future. Maybe he paid for the video because there's a version of the song without the guy on there. I wish we'd listened to that one. Again, I hate slating people. I just don't really feel that the verse does much. Music Worker saying rap, let the tune down. Vocals are nice. Mashud saying got to go now. Peace, you all. Thank you for joining me. Mashud, thank you for joining us as well. Great to see you. Hope to see you on one of the live streams again very, very soon. Again, out to each and every one of you joining us. This is the longest we've held this level of people tuning in for a long period of time. Don't quite know why. Because I'm in the mud. I feel this might not be my best performance. Sort of streaming wise and commentating wise, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it more than anything else. That's the most important thing. We are going to get into the final tune of the day, which is Fireboy DML Need You. This one is Emmy Styles' suggestion. Emmy, if you are in the chat, let me know. What's Ewan McGregor up to? Oh, this is the advert where he just goes, stuff. We need stuff. Frank Steve in the chat. Hello, everyone. Good to see you, Frank Steve. Thanks for joining us. I think this is the first time I've seen you in here. So everyone say hello to Frank Steve. Thank you for joining us, man. Good to see you. Always good to see new faces in the live stream. They're slowly growing. This is the thing. The overall views aren't growing, but the amount of views we get to begin with are, which is really nice. So hopefully that can overtake, and then the majority of the views actually come from the live stream. But thank you for joining us, Frank. It's good to see you. This is going to be the last tune of the day. Oh, that wasn't good. This is going to be the last tune of the day, though. And I'm looking forward to it. Fireboy DML. What a guy to what a guy to finish up on. Obviously, he's had a fantastic start to the year. Obviously, the Madonna collab wasn't what we were kind of expecting, but he's had a couple of big releases so far. This is very, very good way to round things off. So here we go, guys. Let's get the fire emojis in the chat. If you are enjoying the stream, let me know. Throw some fire emojis in the chat, each and every one of you. Let's get a bit of a roll going with these ones. Let's go. Early Fireboy.
You sweet past mango, you sweet past agbalumo. No know where I want go. Mommy, you my badumo. Now only you fit heal me, baby. Don't go. You said let's be.
This is lovely, isn't it? This is a really nice way to kind of round things off. It's got this really nice kind of acoustic feel to it. The guitars are lovely. The whole approach is very, very smooth. Yeah, it's very nice, very wholesome in the sound. Very nice suggestion, Emmy. I've got to say, very nice. Again, a side of Fireboy that I feel a lot of people are probably quite new to. Fireboy was one of the first people we started reacting to on this channel, so I've been following him quite closely. But again, even this sounds a little bit out the sort of zone for what we would expect to hear from Fireboy. A lot more singer-songwriting, a lot more acoustic, but it sounds great.
Friends, oh, let's take it gently, baby. Me, I no get benzo. I no get bendy, baby. All I got is love for you, for you. Baby, show me, baby, loruko, family rubo. Nka danso, oh, I need to more. Don't listen to them.
One thing I'll say is that bus would not stop just to let one person off for that long. There we go. Manny B saying Fireboy is no Baba. He's got so many classics. His discography is fire. Yeah, now one thing I would say about Fireboy is he's not like a blow up out of the blue from Peru. Like, he's been doing bits for a long period of time. Again, I've been doing these reactions for 2 years. He had a back catalogue to get into 2 years ago. The guy's been making good music for a while, man. And I hate the term good music because music is subjective, and what is good is also subjective. It's a paradoxical phrase. It can't physically make sense saying good music. It doesn't make sense. However, I would class this as something that I enjoy, and I don't tend to go for acoustic stuff, but his vocals are great, the production's great. Apparently, this one produced by Feels. Thank you, Ckay, for the information. Royan saying amazing strings on the intro. Mashoud saying perfect outro to the live. Also saying this is one of my fave from the first album. Fire emojis all over the gaff. That's what we love to see, people. Fantastic stuff.
You don't need rumors. I know you need me, but I need you. Oh, my lover, my lover. Anytime you call me baby, you know that it makes me lose control. I want to love you like I've never loved before. My lover, you know I miss you like I need just me 60 points, and I need you like
a weird vocal thing going on there. That vocal just came out of nowhere for some reason. But this is smooth, man. Again, it's definitely... I like the halftime feel and using the acoustic drums in there as well. There's no sort of digital drum production on this. This is all... It sounds like live drums. At least it sounds like that. Either that or it's an incredibly clever piece of sort of production arrangement. But it sounds like the drums have been recorded. And again, I'm loving the sort of halftime feel. Like, I grew up on the majority of stuff I liked was halftime. Whether it be dubstep, whether it be grime, anything in whether it be reggae. Like, all the things I grew up listening to pretty much rotate on that halftime sort of syncopated feel, that sort of do da 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 da. Written in 3/4 as well. Out to Ckay Fuego saying, Cub, I produce sometimes. I'll send you some of my demos and beats. Please do, man. Please do. Again, I play so much new music on The Breakfast Show. I'm always looking for new stuff. I'm always looking for stuff for beds and instrumental backgrounds as well. Would be wicked to get you involved. Literally send me some stuff over. I follow you on Insta, so let me send some stuff over to my Insta. That's the best way to get at me. There we go.
God needs more. Can't do without you. Feel like two sides of a coin. We made love more than memories, but in my song you're my melody. You're the only one that can be there for me.
I've always got bars, you know.
More than ever. Baby, Lord, go for me.
This would be really cool to see live, I reckon. If you got like a full band involved, you had like live strings, things like that, sort of live drummer as well. This would be really nice. If it was lit, this would be really cool to watch live if it was lit properly. Like with the right lighting, this could be awesome to listen to live. Guys, get your ratings in the chat on the right hand side. This is the last track of today's stream. We've managed to go for nearly an hour and a half, so we're all good. We're all Gucci. But yeah, let me know.
Don't listen to them, we don't need rumors. I know you need me, but I need you. Oh, my lover. Anytime you call me baby, you know that it makes me lose control. I want to love you like I've never loved before. My lover, love me while you can.
Although I feel we're going to miss a big point of the video, we do have to round things off with this one. Fireboy DML, Need You. Great suggestion from Emmy Styles. And that is how we are going to round things off today. Big, emotional, kind of ballad-like epic, this one. Very nice, though. Very nice to round things off with. Manny B saying 9 out of 10. Good night, everyone. Faith saying love the bridge on this one. Royan saying I hear killer piano keys. Deadly Lord saying the Alkaline song is the best. I can't lie. It's one of my favourites. There was another tune on here that I heard as well. I really like... the Simi, Fiokee and Oxlade tune. I can't remember the name, but that one was also solid for me. Also saying, not my type of music, but I can appreciate what I'm hearing. Thank you, Deadly Lord. Thank you for joining us. And, of course, getting involved. Out to everyone who's been involved, actually. Dominic Andrews saying 9.5 out of 10. Roy N with the 9 out of 10 as well. Deadly Lord 7 out of 10 on this as well. Saying, not my type of music, but can appreciate what I am hearing. Very, very nice, man. Joey saying, I miss you like an idiot, misses the point. Love that line. Yeah, it's a great line. That's a really cool bar. He's got bars, you know. I should giving this one a very solid 9. On this as well. Dara saying, it's giving me elements of traditional Yoruba singing. Sounds like it to me, which I love. Dara also saying, first time engaging with you guys. Love your reviews. Thank you for joining us, Dara. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat as well. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Join us every week, man. We're building up a nice little sort of family here that we all get into every Friday normally to do these live streams. And we have a good time. We have a good time for an hour and a half. It's good to see everyone here each and every week. Up to Ckay, 8 out of 10. Solid rating from Ckay. If you get a good rating from Ckay, it's a banger as far as I'm concerned. Ckay, 7 out of 10. A nice ballad. Faith saying, welcome, Dara. Welcome, Dara. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the gang. Francisca, 9 out of 10. Love it. Guys, we are going to round off the show here. I'm going to go and collapse. I hope you've had a good time and this has been moderately entertaining for you guys. Hopefully it has. We've maintained quite a high level for these streams for this one, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. That's it from me though. As always, if you want to keep up to date with what we're doing on the channel, please make sure you are following the Fresh Afrobeat Flavor playlist on Spotify. Best way to keep up to date with all the music we're reviewing on the channel. And of course, please make sure you are also getting involved by following the TikTok page at KXVU. Best way to keep up to date with anything we are doing. That's it from me though. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the weekend. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday evening. If you are out partying, have a great one. Stay safe and have a good time. All that good stuff. Shouts to everyone who has joined us on today's show and dealt with me being the mess that I am. Have a fantastic weekend, my friends, and we shall see you all next time. Catch you later, and peace.
Sound them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cubcamtv. Stay locked.